welcome to your virtual workout of the day. My name is Cameron and I'm a fitness instructor at Aztec Recreation. Today's workout is going to be functional core, so we're going to do 10 core exercises twice through. We're going to start with our warm-up, so go ahead and just be seated anywhere in your room. You won't need any equipment for this workout, just enough space to move around. So go ahead and just be seated here, one hand to the side, and we're going to start by stretching through our obliques, breathing in and out with the movements, engaging through that core, pulling the belly button in towards the spine. 2 more here. And other side. Remember to always keep that core engaged even during our warm-up. And you're going to come up to your hands and knees in tabletop. And we're just going to tuck the toes under and exhale as you round your back into cow or cat. And breathe in as you lower into cow. And just continue with that movement, rounding and arching your back, keeping your core engaged. Take a seat once again. We're going to tuck the knees into the chest, using your hands to hold them tight, and we're just going to round the back and roll back. Make sure you're only rolling to the backs of your shoulder blades. We don't want any pressure on the neck or the head. Good back massage here. If you want a little extra core work starting early, go ahead and let go with your hands, but keep your knees tucked in nice and tight towards the body. And 2 more here. And go ahead and take your seat once again. We're going to warm up our wrists now by flicking the fingers out. Trying to get water off those fingers. Warming up through the wrists. And now go ahead and clasp those hands together and roll out those wrists once more. Roll the other way. And go ahead and roll out those shoulders, working your way back into your tabletop position. So we want the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips, pulling the core in so you have a nice flat back. Our first exercise is going to be the bird dog. So we're going to send one leg back. You can hold here for 10. You can extend your arm. And we're going to do 10 repetitions, pulling the knee in towards the elbow and extending back out. So 9 more from here. Keep that control. Last 4. And last one. Extend all the way back out before bringing your arm and leg back down. Other side, sending the leg back. Other arm comes forward and pull it in. Send it back. Keep those shoulders down, away from your ears. Here. And last one, extend out and then work your way down to a seat. Now this one I like to call the rock and slice. There are a couple variations here. So you're going to start with one leg out, the other knee tucked in. We're going to roll back just like we did in warm-up and come back up to our seat. If you want to add more, you put the hand down and tuck knee to elbow, lifting your hips up off the ground. So that's a rock back and slice up. We've got 8 more here. Remember, if you want, you can always just do the rocking instead of the lift. Last 2. And we're going to switch to the other side. So extend the opposite leg out. This knee's tucked in now. And we're going to rock back. And opposite hand down, opposite elbow to that knee. Lifting the hips if you want. The whole time by pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Last 4. And last 2. And sit it back up. Now we're going to stay in our seat. You're going to have your knees tucked up and then lean back into your V-sit. So you're going to be looking up towards the corner of the ceiling. Now go ahead and clasp your hands together. And once you've got your tension all the way through your upper body, we're going to row side to side. If you want more for the second half here, go ahead and lift one or both feet up off the ground. And last one. And lower down. All right. Now, we're going to stay in this position, or you can progress by straightening your legs. And this exercise, we're going to extend out, keeping your legs off the ground, as well as your shoulder blades, and then tuck back up. If you want, you can touch your feet to the ground. If you want a little extra challenge, keep your feet up off the ground. So, out and tuck. If you want more, you can extend your arms. And if you want even more than that, you can tuck up with straight legs. 4 more here. And last one, lower down and roll yourself back up. All right, our next exercise, we're going to be on the hands and the feet. You can hold this plank up here if you want, but your other option is to lunge forward and then tuck your back foot in, keeping your hips low, below your shoulders. And then step it back and step back to plank. Step, tuck, and back. Go ahead and repeat that 8 more times. Good, keep those hips low. Controlling every movement. Last 2. And last one. And go ahead and roll out those wrists. We are going to do the other side. So again, hands below the shoulders, back onto your feet, and then you have the option to lunge, and you have the option to tuck that foot in, keeping your hips low. And send it back. 9 more. Keep those hips low. Last 3. Bring it back to center and relax. Roll out those wrists. All right. We are going to come down to our elbows now. Joining me in plank, you can be on your knees or you can lift up to your feet. And we are going to add on by rocking back and forth for 10 repetitions. Try to keep that back flat. Keep the hips low in line with the shoulders. 4 more. And relax. Go ahead and sit back. We have one more exercise in this round. We're going to lay all the way back. Oh, yeah. Nice relaxation here. Extend those legs out or keep them tucked. Now, we're going to either tap one toe at a time, tap both feet with bent legs, or extend those legs and don't quite let them touch the ground. 10 times through. You can keep the hands tucked under your ears. They can be tucked under your glutes, or they can be out to the sides for more balance. Last 2. And go ahead and tuck in towards your chest. Rock side to side. Give yourself a little break. Breathe it out. And out through the mouth. Go ahead and restart the beginning of the workout here. Go through one more time if you want. Otherwise, we're going to start our cool down. We're going to stay in our seat. And just like we did in warm-up, we're going to stretch to the side, but this time take a little longer. Breathe it out a little more. Other side. One more time each side. Big stretch here. And bring the arms up. And we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades to cactus the arms down behind. Big inhale. And squeeze. Inhale. Last time, squeeze it down. And go ahead and bring yourself to your hands and knees. We're going to go back to our cat and cow. Pulling the belly button in. Dropping the belly button low. Slow and controlled now. Breathe evenly by this point. Go at your own pace. You do not have to match my pace at all. And bring your back to flat, and then we're going to tuck the tailbone towards the side of the head and opposite side. Feel that stretch through your obliques, cooling down through the back. Let's do one more on each side. Back on your heels, and we're going to cool down our wrists by rolling them out, just like we did in our warm-up, but slow, thinking about relaxing them. They've just been supporting your body weight through a whole workout. Want to give them some love. If you haven't switched directions, do so now. And our last stretch, go ahead and walk your hands out and then sink back, toes together, knees apart, into child's pose. You can rest your forehead on the ground, So, and letting yourself relax. Give me one more big deep breath in and deep exhale. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and walk yourself out of that position. Thank you so much for joining me for our core workout today. Hope to see you for another one soon.